Having a snooze.
Lucky he's lying down. I won't tell you how it happened though.
Starter with cart number 91, Dennis Miller, and cart number 83, David Evans. So we get through for the first time, it's still side by side as they head round through the first corner. David Evans used a little bit of a muscle and streaked his way up in the first place. Dennis Miller back in the second place as they hit the top of the top straight now.
Okay, coming straight up down past the Gordon Hotel, and David Evans has got a really good start and leading through. There's cart number 91, Dennis Miller, and through there also.
Worked their way back on the main straight. David Evans and Dennis Miller and cart number 17, which is Trevor Bullock, sponsor of this particular race. One of these Wayne Murray and cart number 14 in fourth place at the moment, and he'll be well worth keeping an eye on as they head up the top of the main straight now.
Okay, David Evans, a bit of a boo-boo back there at that corner, has allowed Dennis Miller to get through. Makes a good recovery, and David Evans hot in the shoot in second place, with Trevor Bullock sitting there in third as a number of cars have gone out on the entry to the Kingston.
Cart number 91 taking over the lead there from David Evans. The Bullock still in third place there at the moment, and then it is Wayne Murray in cart number 14 in fourth place currently on the circuit at the...
Okay, Dennis Miller doing it nicely out in front at the moment. David Evans making a good recovery, sitting out after him in second place. Trevor Bullock sits there in third, and in fourth place we have car number 14, which is Wayne Murray.
Back onto the main straight, Dennis Miller, David Evans, Trevor Bullock, Wayne Murray, and Andrew Broadbent closing in there on Wayne Murray, and side by side as they hit the bottom of the straight, but has to settle back in the fifth place at the moment, but he's certainly a man on the move, Andrew Broadbent.
Okay, Dennis Miller leads them through once more past the Gordon Hotel. David Evans in second place has made up a little bit of ground on him. Trevor Bullock is back there in third place with cart 14 is the next one to come through, which is Wayne Murray in fourth place. There's another cart spins out on the entry to the Gordon Hotel.
Let's run here in the club and over 40s as they head down the main straight and round through the 50 part of the circuit and up through the centre end field and on to still alerting on through.
Okay, Dennis Miller leads them through past the Gordon Hotel once more. David Evans hot in pursuit in car number 83. Trevor Bullock has got Wayne Murray hot on his heels in third position as they head through the sweeper once more.
They're sweeping back onto the main straight, and David Evans started to make a bit of an impression there on Dennis Miller. Trevor Bullock still in third place in cart number 17, cart number 14, Wayne Murray, and then it is Andrew Broadbent in cart number 7.
Okay, Dennis Miller makes his way through Port Hall corner, and he's got David Evans, who's certainly made up a lot of ground. Dives deep on the brakes, gets very close to the back of our leader, and is in probably a good position as... And onto the main straight once more.
Sweeping onto the main straight, 4 laps to go here in the club and over 40s, and it is Dennis Miller, David Evans. Weekly locked together in battle here. Trevor Bullock coming under pressure there from Wayne Murray also, as they head through the centre end field, and as they do the quarter. Onto the top of the main straight, the top straight.
Okay, Dennis Miller leads us through past the Gordon Hotel. David Evans in second place, drop back just a little bit. Trevor Bullock and action through in third place, followed by car 14, Wayne Murray in third position.
3 laps to go as they come onto the main straight. Position still pretty well remain the same. We'll check out 3 minors here, but it's Trevor Bullock in cart number 17 in third place from Wayne Murray in cart number 14. Andrew Broadbent in cart number 7, but it is Dennis Miller was leading them and up onto the circuit.
Okay, Dennis Miller leads them through, but David Evans made up a lot of ground on his heels as they go through the chicane there and drives to the outside, but can't find a way through as they head through the sweeper once more.
Also swinging onto the main straight now, 2 laps left to go here in the club and over 40, and David Evans really keeping this pressure on Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller very quickly under brakes that time there, so he knows David Evans is right on his hammer there, and he's got to be pretty sharp and to keep him at bay. Just opens up a slight bit of the top of the top straight.
Dennis Meadows leads them through. David Evans drop back a little bit. The Max on a little ground as they go through the King at the Gordon Hotel and heads down through the sweeper once more.
But this is the last lap now as they head onto the main straight, and David Evans, he can see that this is his last chance as they head up into the corner, up onto the centre end field. Gives him a little bit of a nudge as they head up to the rise up there and up Barclays, but I think Dennis Miller might have it covered as they hit you know.
Okay, Dennis Miller leading but not by much, only a couple of car lengths behind him. David Evans in second position, goes through the Creek and heads down towards the sweeper once more, and Paul British sits there in third position.
Second flag time, and it is going to be a good win too. Dennis Miller under pressure from David Evans in second place as they get through. Third place is Trevor Bullock in cart number 17 from Andrew Broadbent in cart number 7, and he got through on Wayne Murray, relegating him back into I think about 5th position. But I think you've got to agree. Dennis Miller, he had the lead to start with, and David Evans took it off him, and Dennis Miller regained it. And actually, under quite a lot of pressure from David Evans, he managed to hold on, and I reckon did a fantastic job.
This class is Portland Exhaust Header and Castrol Australia. Specialist in coating performance oils. H747 for maximum protection under extreme pressure. TDS for normal racing conditions.
Yes, that was pretty good as I saw him go through the cutting there. And work their way through the sweeper, looking pretty good as they line up in the main straight. We're looking for a green light. We're off and racing in the final. The junior clubman side by side is Will Davidson and Shane Rose as they head up into the first corner. Who's it going to be? Will Davidson, and we've got two off there, unfortunately. Both still underway, but no, one of them, both of them have stopped, unfortunately, and their race is run. Spectators is what they are.
Okay, Will Davidson, I think it is, leads them through the first time. Cart 30 in second, cart 25 this one through, followed by Mark Hester in fourth position.
Well, I've worked their way back onto the main straight. It's Will Davidson from Shane Rose in cart number 30, Timmy Macro in cart number 25, but sneaking through there. Mark Hester getting through on Timmy Macro as they head up through the cutting and up towards Dark and back up onto the top of the straight.
Okay, heading down towards Gordon Hotel as Will Davidson leads from Kane Rose. Then we have Timothy Macro, the next one to follow through, with Mark Hester hot on his heels as they head down through the sweeper and back onto the main straight once more.
They're setting a fairly blistering place now as they come onto the main straight. Will Davidson from Kane Rose, and there's Spread Eagle, the four here at the moment. Timmy Macro sneaking back up into third position once more. Mark Hester dropping back into fourth.
Yes, Will Davidson out in front, got a bit of a gap. Kane Rose in second place, but the battle's on for third between Timothy Macro and Mark Hester. Mark Hester missed his braking mark that was time through and lost one position.
Lost one there, so just to back Mark Hester. I don't know what really happened there, but it is Gavin Walker is up in the fourth place now. Timmy Macro at his own in third place. And just ahead of him is Kane Rose in cart number 30, and of course our leader, cart 40, Will Davidson.
Okay, Will Davidson leads him through past Gordon Hotel with Kane Rose in second position. Fourth place is still being held down by Timothy Macro, and in fourth place I think it will be Gavin Walker in cart number 16.
6 laps to go now in the junior clubman, and Will Davidson putting in a very good drive here to hold on to that lead at the moment. Kane Rose in second place in cart number 30, and Timmy Macro in cart number 25. These guys have really got pretty good pace on.
Okay, Will Davidson leading through past Gordon Hotel once more. Battles on for second between Kane Rose and Timothy Macro as they head down through the sweeper, and it got back to Gavin Walker in fourth position.
Yes, they're back onto the main straight. You check the left there. There's halfway distance now in the junior clubman. And fourth, second and third very well cemented at the moment, and Gavin Walker back into fourth place in cart number 16 from Mark Hester in fifth place in cart number 11.
Okay, Will Davidson leads them through once more. Got a bit of a gap, but the battle's on for second between Kane Rose and Timothy Macro as they go down through the sweeper. Oh, Mark Hester's got it all wrong in the kink and is out of the race.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Mark, but our leaders goes across the start finish line. Will Davidson from Kane Rose, Timothy Macro, Gavin Walker in cart number 16, cart number 6, Jamie Wincup, and then cart number 26, and that's Jamie Carter.
Okay, our leader, Will Davison, makes his way down past the Gordon Hotel once more. Battles to Asian for second between Payne Rose and Timothy Macro. Then it got back to Gavin Walker in fourth position as they go to the short run. Back on the main straight once more.
There's in the view now, Noel, and 3 laps to run here for the junior problems as they go through. Position still remain the same. Gavin Walker trying to bridge that gap between himself and the front runners, and making a break now is Jamie Wincup in cart number 6 as they head up the top of the top straight, Noel.
Okay, Will Davison still leads at a handicap over second place, and it's a battle between Payne Rose and Timothy Macro that's certainly holding the crowd's attention at this stage as they go through the sweeper once more and back on the main straight.
4 laps left to run here, and there's nothing in this for second and third. That's going to be pretty interesting if we're coming in the closing stages. Payne Rose and Timothy Macro trying everything that he can, and nearly up side by side now with Payne Rose. Up the top, I think he's taken second now.
Okay, Timothy Macro's taken over second from Payne Rose in that nice little manoeuvre there, but all sideways was Payne Rose coming out of the Kingford, lost a bit of ground as they head to the sweeper once more.
Last lap forward out now, and it is the Will Davison, cart number 40, cart number 25 is Timothy Macro, and Payne Rose in third place, but Gavin Walker's got his eyes set on that third place now as they head up through the cutting and up Arkwise and up towards the top of the circuit.
Okay, it's no doubt who the leader is at the moment, and he's in a position where he's going to win this quite comfortably. Will Davison from Timothy Macro. Gavin Walker's got ahead of card number 30, which is Payne Rose in fourth place now.
It's checkered flag time. Will Davison, cart number 20, goes to take the win from Timothy Macro, cart number 25. Peeking through in the first places, Gavin Walker in cart number 16, and a good move there by Gavin, and Payne Rose coming home in fourth place in cart number 30. Drivers running in this one, and just running through a few of them, we've got Jimmy lining up pretty well as they come onto the main straight. We're off and racing in the final of the week. Remo Luciani with the concentration on his straight and all left it up pretty big down there at the bottom of the main straight, but manages to still hold on to first place. Dennis Smith sliding into second place there at the moment, and I think that we'll not sure who he's heading to.
Okay, Remo Luciani leads it through the first time from cart 69. Next one to come through is cart 6, which will be James Grinter, followed by fourth place cart number 22 as they come on the sweep for the first time and into the main straight.
Yes, it's James Grinter in third place, and number 6, cart number 22 is Jimmy Pilianos, and he takes onto that back of that Jesus cart. A big look up down at the bottom of the main straight. It's Remo Luciani that leads them through right up to the top of the...
Okay, heading towards Gordon Hotel, Remo Luciani from cart 69, Dennis Misford. Then we have James Grinter in third position, followed by fourth place Jimmy Pilianos in cart number 22.
Yeah, so we'll round the swing and back onto the main straight. Remo from Dennis Smith, then James Grinter and cart number 22, Jimmy Pilianos. Really big break work up there by Tyson Pierce in cart number 13. He's really putting in every effort that he can to get up there and mix it with the leaders.
Okay, Remo Luciani makes his way past the Gordon Hotel once more. That's cart 69, Dennis Smith starting in second place. James Grinter in third, and Jimmy Chillis in third position.
Back onto the main straight, and Remo Luciani leads them through, trying to pick up some of these mornings. Cart number 13, Tyson Pierce, and lining behind him we've got Nathan Unsworth, and they're back in the middle of the pack, but still a lot more in this race yet, and they might be making a move shortly.
Okay, we've just had a speed readout, and our leader's done 108 kilometres an hour down the main straight, as Remo Luciani makes his way through the key, down to the sweeper, and got a good gap on second place. Dennis Smith starting cart 69.
Yeah, pretty quick down the main straight, 108, but really moving. But it is still Remo Luciani in first place, Dennis Smith starting second place, so they switch the tyres around through the centre infield and back up onto the top of the main straight.
Hey, Remo Luciani, cart number 20, makes your way past the Gordon Hotel once more. Dennis Smith starting second, James Grinter in third. And we have cart number 83 taking over that fourth place, and just trying to pick up that number. It might be 33, Malcolm Tuesday, I think.
Yes, they lead us down through the main straight now, and Remo Luciani really putting in a blind to heels. They head up through the centre infield and back up through Arkwise. Dennis Smith still holding on to that second place, but things getting very tight for the Miners.
Okay, Remo Luciani makes the way past the Gordon Hotel once more. Dennis Smith starting second. James Grinter trying hard in third, and in fourth place it is Car 33, Malcolm Crosby, taking out of third position now.
Slips a run there on the inner roads, and Remo's locking it up pretty big down here on the main straight. She's keeps it under control. Power slide there as he headed through, and brings it back up in the top straight now.
Okay, yes, lost a little bit of the ground, but got it all under control, and Reno Luciani goes past the Gordon Hotel once more. Dennis Smith starts trying hard, has managed to get away from James Greener in that third position just a little bit, with Car 34, Malcolm Crosby still in third position.
Three left to run now as they go through. Jack Skinner holding on to a good third place there at the moment, but closing in is Malcolm Crosby in cart number 33, and behind him, I can't quite pick it up here, so I'll leave it to you, Noel.
Okay, Reno Luciani's got a good lead now on it. Dennis Smith in second, but James Greener in third place. He's got his hands full. He's got a number cash right in behind him, fighting for that third place as they head through the sweep once more.
Two left to run there on the route, and still Reno Luciani who's going to the side. That's our second on third place, it's Malcolm Crosby it is in cart number 33. Looking for a way through, but can't quite get through there on James Greener, and that's where the action really is there.
Okay, Reno Luciani makes his way past the Gordon Hotel once more. Dennis Smith in second position. James Greener's got his hands full, holding up Malcolm Crosby and cart number 13, and that's running behind them.
Right, this is it. This is the last lap. There's Reno Luciani who'll lead them through. There won't be any problems about that. Dennis Smith will hold on to that second place, but 7-9 third place. As Tyson Pierce locks it up big time. He hits down the main straight, tucks it in behind James Greener in cart number 6.
Okay, we're on our last lap now, as Alan said, and Reno Luciani still leading quite comfortably from Dennis Smith has made up a lot of ground. James Greener's been driving determinedly and looks like he might hold his position, but determinedly from Tyson Pierce.
And it's Reno Luciani. He throws the hand in the air, and he takes you in there and leads. Second place for Dennis Smith in cart number 69. And, I don't know for third. James Greener and Tyson Pierce cross the line versus the dead heat, so we'll have to wait on the official result there. They really had it moving there towards the end, but very good win there to Reno Luciani in cart number 20. Second place, Dennis Smithsod, and either Tyson Pierce or James Greener.
Well, Remo, you've just taken out the red class here at Portland, at the Portland first Grand Prix. Your thoughts on the track and also your thoughts on your win today?
First on the track, as I said before, I think the club ought to be commended on their efforts. I believe it's excellent first attempt. The surface is excellent, a lot better than what I ever expected. The grip level is excellent. The skill and the skill that's required and the layout of the circuit is just excellent.
Well, this is another one to your collection of firsts and major wins, Remo, here at this Portland inaugural Grand Prix. You've won your particular class, so I think you must be pretty happy about that.
Oh, very pleased. I mean, everyone likes winning, obviously, but a lot of work and effort goes into it, and anyone can do it.
Right, your thoughts for next year, Remo? Do you think that we should have some more classes like the Formula A's, Intercontinental A's down here to put on a truly international type flavour?
Yeah, I think that would be excellent if we could achieve that, for sure. It'd be very good. I believe that the circuit does cater for those type of engines and speed.
Well, anyway, Remo, congratulations on your win, and it's great to see you here at Portland.
Thank you very much.
Coming onto the main straight now, in the hands of the starters, and we've got a green light, and we've got carts going left, right and centre all over the and we've got 3 or 4 carts out there up on the approach to the main straight as our carts head up to the cutting, but we do have a reform
flag out, Alan. Yes, the reform flag is out. The starter or the steward were not happy with the start, and they're going to make the drivers do it all again, and hopefully they'll behave a little bit better next time. So they've got to reform and get it back into their correct starting position, and hopefully they'll get a start.
I look to start this time around as they hit the main straight. We've got a green light, we're off and racing, and in take 2 of the 7 meetings. I think everybody's underway. Cart number 4, Matthew Don, and gets the early break as they head up to the cutting and and heading up the rise and heading up towards you, Noel. I'll let you pick it up from there.
Okay, through Port Hall corner they go. Cart number 4, Matthew Donnan leading from cart 36, Steve Owen. In third position we have cart number 40 as they make their way through the kink here. Through the sweeper they go and onto the main straight for the first time.
Yes, they come through. It is Steve Owen tucked in there to second. 40 is Alex Davis in third place and Trevor Can in cart number 60 and Matthew Wheeler is making a little bit of a raise himself up into fifth place at the moment as they head up top of the circuit.
Okay, Matthew Donnan has got Steve Owen hot on his heels now. A small gap back to Alex Davison in third position, and in fourth place it's cart number 60.
Nothing between first and second, so they work their way back onto the main straight. And it's got Steve Owen locked right in behind him there is Alex Davison in cart number 40. A big gap between himself and the leaders as they head up to the cutting and up Arkrise and up to you, Noel.
Okay, cart number 4, it is Matthew Donnan leads from Steve Owen in second position. Joining the battle now in third position is cart number 40. That's Alex Davison. As one cart spins out there, cart 91 I think it was.
Well, Alex Davison really closing the gap up between himself and the leaders there, so hit down the main straight and up to the cutting. Trevor Cairns got Matthew Wall right on his hammer there as they come up to the cutting and up Arkrise and up to the top of the...
Okay, Matthew Donnan leading from Steve Owen in second position. Then in cart 40 we have Alex Davison in third place, and in fourth place it's cart number 60.
4 down, 6 to go as they hit the main straight and cart, what is Matthew Donnan with very hard charging Steve Owen right on his hammer there as they head up to the cutting. Cart number 4, Matthew Wolves put it off the side there. He's out of the race, unfortunately. He's parked it on the rise.
And it's a good battle for the lead with Matthew Donnan still leading from cart 36, Steve Owen, and in third position is still cart number 40.
On half race distance standard is Matthew Donnan still leading the gate through. He's done it and go to O so far, so let's hope he can hold on right throughout the rest of this race. Trevor Can into what's his fourth position there as he heads up the rise and they're up with you again, Noel.
Okay, Matthew Donnan still leads from Steve Owen in second position, but hot on his heels is Alex Davison in cart number 40. Then it's a gap back to a new fourth place man, that's cart 32 in fourth position.
4 laps left to run with the club and mediums and nothing between first, second and third, and up in the fourth place there with cart number 32 and that's Russell Smith driving cart number 32. But Trevor Can, big break like up at the end of the straight. He's trying to get through cart number 22 going through is Grant Wick.
Okay, Matthew Donnan still leads from Steve Owen and Alex Davison, but they're all very close together, Alan. This is going to make this is a top race as they go through the sweeper once more.
Yeah, they've just got 3 laps left to go, Noel, and there's nothing between these at all. This is probably where something just might come unstuck. We'll keep an eye on it as they do, and what did I say? Come unstuck, and we've got 2 carts off going left, right and centre. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep going, but I think it's Steve Owen that's managed to keep out the lead.
Okay, after that unfortunate incident, it leaves Steve Owen well out in front in cart 36, cart 32, Russell Smith all the way from Cairns in Queensland in second place, and in third place it's Trevor Can, cart number 60.
Yes, Steve Owen well and truly out in front now with cart 32, Russell Smith, Trevor Can and cart number 60. In cart number 22 is Grant Wicks as he heads down the main straight. Then cart number 40 and that's Alex Smith.
And in third place, cart number 60, that's Trevor Can.
Last lap brought out now and Steve Owen only has to coast home from here. He's got no problems whatsoever. Cart number 32 is Russell Smith in but Trevor Can's keeping the pressure right on him there as they head down the bottom of the main straight and cutting up through the cutting, Noel.
Okay, our leader, Steve Owen, goes past the Gordon Hotel once more and into the chicane. In second place, it's Russell Smith, hotly pursued by Trevor Can in cart number 60 in third place.
Second flag time as they lead around the sweep and onto the main straight. It's a very good win to Steve Owen there into second place. We've got Russell Smith in cart number 32, who's just in front of Trevor Can in cart number 60 as he rolls home in third place and locks it up big time in the bottom of the straight. So under pressure early on, but a little bit of a nudge. He brought him into the main straight and that pressure off Steve Owen, and he takes it home to a very easy win.
Okay, just while we're waiting for the next class to come out, straight after racing, please do not go away.
I've got a senior national light rolling around there looking for a start, and they're off and racing. Cart number 55 off the pole was Sandal Zara, and then cart number 35 is Clayton Sandow, who's off the front row of the grid, and I think that's the way they've settled down as they head through the cutting and up the rise. So it's Andrew Brewer in cart number 55. He's leads them through for the first time as they head up towards you, Noel.
Okay, Andrew Brewer out front, closely followed by Clayton Sandow, number 35 from Hamilton. Behind him, cart number 21, Lee Tanaskovich. Then comes cart number 20. Okay, they make their way onto the main straight.
Okay, thanks Brad. I didn't realise you were taking over, but doing a good job also. Cart 55, Andrew Brewer from Clayton Sandow. Cart 21, Lee Tanaskovich, as he goes through the cutting and up towards Arc Rise, and Andrew Brewer leading him through once again onto the...
Okay, the front two are maintaining a small cart length lead. We've got Clayton Sandow really pushing Andrew Brewer now for first place. Closely followed by cart number 21, Lee Vaskovich, and also cart number 29, close behind him. Okay, they make their way to the main straight now.
Onto the main straight they come, and pressure there on Andrew Brewer, as you said, and thought he might have gone through there on the sweeper, but didn't quite get through. Brett Arnett as is, it's up into third place now, just snuck through on Lee Tanaskovich and up into third, Brett Arnett.
Okay, Clayton Sandow was sitting there. He's having a look before the chicane just in front of the Gordon Hotel. It looks like Andrew Brewer maintains his line well. We've got a couple of cars just come off here. In third place, still the same. We've had a couple of changes in fourth and fifth.
Right, our leaders back onto the main straight to check the laps. 3 down, 7 to go here in the Nationals, and they've really scooted away. First, second and third. In fourth place we've got David Jacobs in cart number 33, and I think next to is Neil Alford in cart number 65.
Clayton Sandow also drove well in Clubman Heavy. Andrew Brewer for the first position in Senior National Heavy. Number 26, Brett Arnett, now closing up in third place.
Yes, back onto the main straight now, and Brett will certainly be looking for a little bit better run than his brother Craig had. Craig was going very, very well in Senior National Light. They had an off down there at the bottom of the main straight. God, I've done it again. I've put them on him. He's out of the race. He's pulled out a bit of a mechanical failure there, and he's pulled it to the pits.
That's really opened it up for these two drivers now. Brett Arnett having some sort of mechanical failure. Andrew Brewer just in front of Clayton Sandow from Hamilton. And number 33 in third place, David Jacobs.
Well, our leaders onto the main straight once more, and first to second really scooting away now. David Jacobs in third place in cart number 33. Cart number 65 is Neil Alford in fourth place. Cart number 89, David Ricks, and then it's Dane Bobart in cart number 2.
Clayton's just sitting there now waiting for Andrew to make some sort of mistake so he can take first place. Very close, bumper to bumper these guys. Third place, we've still got number 33, David Jacobs.
Four laps left to run now as our leaders come back onto the main straight, and Clayton Sandow really keeping the pressure there on Andrew Brewer, and David Jacobs in third place in cart number 33, cart number 65, Neil Alford in fourth place from Dane Bobart in cart number 2, then it is cart number 9, John Dankowski.
And we've just had a lead change. Clayton Sandow took the first place going up the infield, and now Andrew Brewer trails him in second place. He'll be anxious to get that first place back. Okay, they're crossing down into Fish Farm, coming onto the main straight now.
Yeah, round the right-hand sweep and back onto the main straight, and Clayton Sandow is going to be a pretty tough nut to crack from there as Andrew Brewer goes to the outside and looking for a way around, but can't get through there as they begin their climb back up the centre infield and up Arc Rise, and Clayton Sandow up into the top of the top side again.
This final Senior National Heavy is going to come right down to the wire with Clayton Sandow from Hamilton out front, leading Andrew Brewer in cart number 55. In third place, well out in front of fourth, is David Jacobs.
The leaders come back onto the main straight. 2 laps to go here in the Senior National Light. Just 2 laps to go, and Clayton Sandow hugging the inside line there. just blocking out Andrew Burrow in second place there as they head up to the centre infield. It's still cart number 33, David Jacobs holding it out third place, and a good tussle going on for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th at the moment.
Andrew Bureau's going to have a look down before the chicane down. Now we've got a yellow flag, so no passing on a yellow. Clayton Sandow maintains that first position just in front of Andrew Bureau. In third place, well clear, number 33, David Jacobs.
Last lap brought out now as the carts go through, and as you're saying, it is Clayton Sandow. He hugs the inside line once more, and side by side they are. Andrew Bureau doing everything he possibly can to get up there with Clayton Sandow, and it's still David Jacobs in third place in cart number 33. He's placed pretty well on for the lead.
Nothing between these two carts out front. Clayton Sandow, no, Andrew Bureau has just a little look before the chicane, but Clayton Sandow closes the door and maintains that lead.
The checker flag is out now, and as they swoop onto the main straight, it will be Clayton Sandow in cart number 35, goes to take the win just in front of Andrew Bureau in cart number 55, and holding on for Vulgar third place is David Jacobs in cart number 33, but does the old pirouette at the end of the straight once more.
After the fuelie's finished his dynamo burnout, the fence will start to drop down. You can get access in through the pit area, wander around, have a look at the car.
Onto the main straight, looking for a start here, looking for a green light, and a very early start, and they're up and racing, and side by side to side, 18 and Soto in cart number 36, Ben Savage in cart number 18, and poking his nose in there, Tony Picklosey in cart number 33, and I think that's the way they've started off with Adrian Risotto, leading him for the first time up towards the top of the hill, Noel.
Okay, through Porthole Corner they go, and it's cart 36, Adrian Risotto leads, cart number 18 to next one through, followed closely by 33, then a gap back to cart 41, Gary Robinson in 4th place, as they come back onto the main straight for the first time. Back to you, Alan.
Yes, three of Australia's is battling away for the ARC Spec 100 class. Ben Savage up the inside this time and taking over the lead there as they begin the climb up to the centre infield and up arc rise and up towards the top end of the circuit. But it's cart number 18, Ben Savage.
Okay, cart 18 taking over the lead, Ben Savage from Adrian Risotto, and in third place we have cart number 33, and that's Tony Puglisi in third place as one of our carts that goes out at the Gordon Hotel. That driver quite okay.
Both these three drivers really scooted away from the rest of the field now, but it is Michael Day in cart number 1 in 4th place as they head round through the rise up towards the top end of the circuit, but it is Ben Savage leading them through once more now.
Okay, Ben Savage leads them through with Adrian Risotto in second place. In third position we have Tony Puglisi, then a gap back to 4th place, and that's cart 1, and Michael Gray in 4th place in cart 1.
Right, Ben Savage leading onto the main straight once more. Pick up this next river card. It is Michael Gray, card number 41. It's Gary Robinson, but he's coming under pressure there from Andrew Henderson in cart number 7. And Andrew Henderson spun out. Took another couple of the cards out, but they're doing a loop-to-loop and back into it again, Noel.
Okay, Ben Savage got a bit of a gap now on Adrian Risotto in second position. Pushing hard in third place. It's still cart number 33, I think, for Tony Puglisi.
Leaders back onto the main straight, Ben Savage, cart number 33, Tony Picklosey, cart number 36, Adrian Risotto, and they've spread over from the rest of the field as they go through. Michael Gray in cart number 1, cart number 6 it is in Mark Smith, then cart 31 going through, and that is Matthew Berry.
Okay, Ben Savage, cart 18, sneaks a look over his shoulder as he goes down past the Gordon Hotel once more. Tony Puglisi in second position, and in third place, Adrian Risotto in cart 36.
Just back onto the main straight. He's checked the left forward, halfway distance now with 5 down, 5 to go, and I don't think Ben Savage is going to be headed from here, I don't really reckon, but we've got two of the top contenders there that are going to be able to do it, Tony Picklosey and Adrian Risotto.
Okay, Ben Savage leads them through once more past the Gordon Hotel. Tony Puglisi tries hard in second position to bridge that gap, and in third place is still Adrian Risotto.
Yes, they swing their way back onto the main straight, and as they cross the start-finish line with Ben Savage leading the brigade through, Tony Picklosey just breaking away a little bit now from Adrian Risotto as they head up through the cutting, up through the rise. Michael Gray coming under a bit of pressure here in 4th place.
Okay, Ben Savage makes his way through Porthole Corner. He's got Tony Puglisi making a concerted effort now. It gets very close in behind Ben Savage as they head through the sweeper once more and back onto the main straight. Yes, it is Tony Pickwise. He really got the whip turned up now. Just check the lap board, 3 to go. It is only 3 laps left to go. So Tony Pickwise, will certainly have his work cut out here. But Ben Savage is going to be fighting very, very hard to hold on to that number 1 spot. And Odin Risotto back there in 3rd place. Odin Risotto is set up for 3rd and can't get a seat, but the battle's on to the lead. Ben Savage holds off Tony Pickwise as they go down through the King, past the Gordon Hotel and through the sweeper and back onto the straight once more. 2 laps left to run down. Ben Savage just in front of Tony Pickwise here. Risotto looks like he's content with 3rd place now as they're coming into the closing stages of this race. But this battle is still going on for 1st and 2nd place, and Ben Savage really got his work cut out now, Noel. Okay, they're really close together. Tony Pickwise right underneath the back bar of Ben Savage as they go down through the King past the Gordon Hotel, heading towards the sweeper. Not too many laps left to go as they make their way back. This is the last lap, the last lap of the Portland Street Grand Prix. Ben Savage leads it through for the last time, and tucked right in behind him, Tony Pickwise. Will keep an eye on those two. Adrian Risotto settled in for 3rd place. He's given the chase away. So it's Ben Savage up to you, Noel. Okay, Ben Savage still leads, but Tony Pickwise tries to go down inside, not enough room. Past the Gordon Hotel, they go for the last time. Through the King and heading down towards the sweeper, and it's all going to be decided at this final corner. Right onto the sweeper, onto the main straight. Ben Savage, cart number 18. He goes through, he takes the win. In cart number 18, right in behind him is Tony Pickwise. He locks it up big time onto the bottom of the main straight in 2nd place. And Adrian Risotto, cart number 36 coming through in 3rd place. 4th place is cart number 1, which is Michael Gray, just in front of 31 and 6. 31 is Matthew Burke, and cart number 6, Mark Smith. So very, very good race there to conclude the racing with the ARC Spec 100. Right, we have our racers out there on the circuit now for their final heat of racing, and up Polari straight, and the flag is dropped and they're off and racing. Remo Luciani in cart number 20 leads him up the hill for the first time. Remo's, once again, he's a state and national champion. He's raced all over Australia and all over the world. So this is might be a new circuit, but certainly not new to Remo. Into 2nd place, like the cart number 12, Gary Pigoraro there in cart number 12. Here's Jason Spaniel in 3rd place in cart number 5. All these drivers have done quite a lot of racing before and now running in the Risa class. The Risa class fairly new to Victoria. It's been running in New South Wales for quite a few years now, and just being introduced down here into Victoria, and it's starting to gain quite a lot of popularity, and quite a fairly budget class, just a little bit of a step up from the clubman, and quite a bit faster, and only for a few dollars more. But back to our racing as our leaders ran through the right-hander and back onto the main straight. As we see the rest of the field go through, it is Remo Luciani with Gary Pigoraro in cart number 12, closing right up in, behind him there as they head up the climb up to the top end of the circuit. To see Remo bouncing around a little bit there. The quicker carts just picking up the bumps a little bit more. But Gary Pigoraro locked in behind him there. We lost Jason Stanier somewhere along the line. Might have been at the end of the straight. I think he went off. Unfortunately there for Jason in cart number 5. He's looking very good there on the third there in the leading group of carts. There you can just see Jason in the background there, and unfortunately his race is over and finished with. So that I think might move cart 54, I think it is, Dean Nicolo up into 3rd place now in the final of the Risa, but he's quite a way off now as we see our leaders just going through the S's and down through the cut through. Remo Luciani with Gary Pigoraro right on his hammer now, closing right up very closely there as they come around the sweeper and back onto the main straight. Charlie McIver there, we're seeing cart number 19 leading the next group of carts through, and Charlie's had a very indifferent 1996, but starting off the year in 1997 on a positive note also. But it is Remo Luciani in the familiar purple and white suit there as he comes along bending straight and down through the cutting with Tony Pigoraro locked right behind him there. Tony Pigoraro racing for Lesme Racing, the Lesme superstore down there in Melbourne, and doing a pretty good job there in 2nd place at the moment.
he would certainly love to get up there and slip through on Remo, but that cart of Remo's will be looking about 20 foot wide at the moment as they come up Arc Rise and up to the top end of the circuit. Through Pioneer Corner and on to Bendick Straight in front of the Gordon Hotel, where all the fans are out the front there watching these carts go through on the Portland Street Grand Prix. First one that's ever been held here, and I think the most successful ride across Australia today. But it is Remo Luciani in first place as we see Charlie McIver go through, and in behind him Scott Chiletto in cart number 55. Both guys from the Ballarat Kart Club and doing a pretty good job here in the Risa class. And Remo Luciani looks like he's pulling out a little bit of ground now, back to second place Tony Pegararo, just slipping back 3 or 4 paces there for Gary Pegararo as they head up Bendick Straight and down through the cutting. Cart number 54 just slipping through, Dean Nicolo. I think he might be up into third place at the moment on the circuit, but a little way off the leaders here as they head down the main straight and head up through the cutting up to Arc Rise. But it is Remo Luciani, cart number 20. You see him bouncing around quite a little bit, so the track's just a little bit rough there in that section of the circuit, and these carts are, of course, very quick and just picking it up more so than the slower carts. But Gary Pegararo in cart number 12, he heads around the sweeper and back onto the main straight. The carts there, you can see them going through there in midfield as leaders head up the top section of the circuit once more. Remo Luciani in cart number 20, Gary Pegararo in cart number 12, and in third place we have Dean Nicolo in cart number 54. Must be getting into the closing stages well and truly of this race now, as you can see Remo just tuning that cart, getting a little bit more fuel in, doesn't want to blow it up as we're coming into the closing stages of the race, and he'll certainly well and truly nurse that cart home from here. Gary Pegararo still in second place as our cart's still going around. We must be pretty well on the last lap here in the final of the Risa class as they head up Arc Rise and up to the Bendick Straight as the carts head up past the Gordon Hotel. It's Remo Luciani, Gary Pegararo, fairly well cleared out from the rest of the field now as they head around the sweeper. Just putting in a big effort here towards the end is Dean Nicolo in cart number 54. And as you see going through there, Charlie McIver leading through the next group of carts as they head down the rise and around the sweeper. But it is Remo Luciani, went through to take the checkered flag. Unfortunately we did miss it there, but it was Remo Luciani in first place from cart number 12, Gary Pegararo, and coming home in third place was Dean Nicolo.
Okay, the F40 Ferrari has got a Formula 1 Ferrari motor, and this particular motor produces 700 brake horsepower, top speed of 350 kilometres an hour, and the Portland Club President Ross Anderson is getting the ride of his life in this particular car right at this moment, and I bet he's enjoyed himself. Okay, look at that, beautiful car that, the F40 Ferrari with a, I'm not sure if it's a 71 or 91 Ferrari full motor in it, but it produces 700 brake horsepower. The nice little red car, classic Ferrari following the F40 is a 246 GT Dino Ferrari, and that particular car is a 1972 model, and that one has got slightly less horsepower, like about 500 less. It's 192 horsepower, which is not too bad considering it's only about a 2.4 litre V6 motor in that particular car. But it's certainly a classic machine, the Dino Ferrari. And these respective cars, the F40 Ferrari is owned by Tony Noski, and Lee Durham is the owner of the Dino Ferrari. So we thank both of those individuals for allowing these cars to be on display for this weekend and for do these demonstration laps. And you can certainly hear the turbos whistling on the F40 Ferrari as he applies the power. 700 brake horsepower there, and $1 million worth of machinery going around the track at the moment.
It was a brilliant weekend. The Portland committee have done a great job organised a great track, and just Portland in general have got behind it.
Yeah, I think it was a tremendous weekend. I'm definitely coming next year. In fact, we've even booked a room for next year, and I think they've done a tremendous job, and I think the community really enjoyed.
I thought it was very good. The chicane up near the Gordon Hotel created quite a lot of incidents for the spectators, but from a driver's point of view I thought it was very good, and the BKA I thought put a lot of effort into making sure it was safe for us drivers.
I loved it. I didn't think it'd be as fast, but we got up there and got it going. It's good on the streets. I loved it.
I reckon next year you'll have 400 entries here.
I think it's one of the best street circuits that I've seen. I've been to some street circuits in New Zealand and been to the UK, and this has got a real good atmosphere. The crowds pulled together and came out today when the weather was down a bit, and the community's really put on a top show, and it's amazing what can happen when people really try to achieve something. And I think it's going to be an outstanding high spot in the karting calendar for future years, for sure.
So you'll definitely come back next year?
Oh, well, I'm working a kart shop, and every customer I get in for the next 12 months is going to hear how much fun we had here this weekend, so definitely we'll be back.